to find the mean of type B is between 12 and 14. So X is between 12 and 14. Okay, step 1, still you need to write the mu SB is equal to mu B. Okay, we have this information. For A, we need to find the PT for type A. While for type B, we need to find the mean for type B. So you just ignore the information from type A. Just refer to the information for type B only. Okay, and you need to write the mu X bar is equal to mu, which is 12.9. And then for step 2, you need to find the value of sigma X bar using this formula. Sigma B, which refers to 1.5, divided by number of sample is equal to 15. You will get 0.38729. Okay, and step 3, you need to write the normal form distribution, which is X, B distribute to N. The value of mu is referred to the step 1, 12.9. And the value of variance is 3.6 power of 2. Okay, for last step, you have the value of 12 to 14. So, for value 12, you need to substitute into this formula. This one is R. 12 minus mu X 12.9 divided by this value. Sigma 0.38729 less than X. And then for value of 14, you just substitute 14 minus 12.9 divided by sigma. Okay, so the final answer is P between negative 3.2 to 2.84. So, draw the normal distribution curve. Negative 2.32, the left area. And 2.84 is referred to the right area. Negative 2.32 until 2.84 is referred to this area. Untuk yang ni clear tak? Why I refer to this area? Kenapa saya lorek bahagian?
Clear.
Okay. So, how to find the value of this area? The total area is equal to 1. So, what you need to do is, you need to 1 minus this area. Okay, refer to the J-Murdoch table for value 2.84. Dirham, what is the value for probability 2.84 dirham? Yang lain boleh tulis kat chat siapa yang refer juga 2.84. $0.266. Okay, dirham. Okay. 0.00 or 0.02? Dirham? 0.00. Okay, good. Okay. And so 1 minus 0.00226. Okay, and then 0.00226 is referred to this area. Let's say this one is first area. What is the value for this area? 2.32. This one. 0.01017. So the final answer is 0.9878. Okay. Ada siapa yang tak clear tak untuk this example? Okay. Ada yang tak clear? Kalau tak clear, kalau rasa tak nak on speaker, boleh tulis kat chat. Doktor, can you repeat again? Doktor, can you bagi tahu kenapa kat sini macam ni? Clear, doktor. Thank you, Dirham. Thank you, Syaril. Okay. Kalau semua clear. Doktor, can you repeat lagi? Baru nak cakap. Okay. Doktor, can I? So, kepada yang dah clear, thank you. Okay, saya padam Jasbir, which step?
Doktor yang tengok table tu kan?
Yes,
Yang tu
kurang
yang
clear.
kurang clear yang tengok table tu.
About the normal curve, how to draw normal curve, okay.
Yang tu okey.
Okay. This is a distribution curve for step 4. Negative 2.32 is referred to left area, while negative 2.84 is referred to this area. To find the probability of this area is equal to besar sangat. Sekejap Saya nak lukis kecil je tadi. Okay, Jasbir.
Yes, doktor.
We want to find the probability for this area. Yang saya lorek ni. So, what you need to do is, this one is refer to the whole area. Keseluruhan bagi bukit ni. What is the value for the total area
1.
under this curve? 1. So, total curve is referred to 1. And then, minus to this area. Refer to this area. Okay, let's say this one, number 1. This one is 1. And this area is referred to negative 2.3. This one clear?
Clear, doktor.
So, 2.84, if you are referred to J Murdoch table, the value is 0.00226. Can you refer to J Murdoch table? Did you find the value of 0.00226?
Wait, doktor, I'm searching.
Okay. Still searching. Ada siapa lagi?
2.84.
2.84, the probability is equal to?
0.00226.
Yes. So this value is 0.0026. What is the probability for 2.32?
Doktor. 0.01044.
Yes. 0.44? 2.32.
2.32. Oh, 0.01017.
Yes. Okay. For this area, as I mentioned last week, left area and right area is symmetry. So this one, you just find for 2.32, we will get 0.017. So 1 minus 0.0226 minus 0.01, you will get the final answer, which is 0.98. Okay, clear, Jasbir?
Yeah, clear, doktor. Thank you.
Okay, sekejap Okay, we proceed to the next example. Okay, baca dulu. The results of statistics test 1 for two groups of management students, which is section 1 and section 2, are normally distributed with, dia bagi normal form, normal distribution form. The first form is 60 and 4 power of 2, and the second form is a normal distribute to 64 and 2 power of 2 respectively. Two samples of size, which is 9 and 12, are randomly selected from section 1 and section 2 respectively. So, what is the probability for the mean of section 2 is lower than the mean of section 1? Okay. First step, you need to list all the information given. the marks for the information that you have listed is equal to 2 marks. Make sure you list of the information. Okay, we have 2 samples, which is referred to the first sample is referred to the section. First sample. First sample is referred to the section.
Section 1.
Section 1. Nampak ragu-ragu kat situ. Second sample is referred to the
Section 2.
okay, section 2. And then mean. Mean for section 1. Mean for section 1.
60.
60 or 64?
60.
60. Mean for section 2?
64.
64. Standard deviation for sample 1? Standard deviation for sample 2?
2.
2. Number of sample for section 1?
9.
9. Number of sample for section 2?
12.
So, you already get 2 marks. Kalau you tak tulis, automatic you lost 2 mark. Tetapi kalau final answer you betul, tak apalah, full mark lah. If your final answer is wrong, you still write the list of information, you still got 2 marks. Okay, once you get the information, okay, and then find the probability the mean of section 2 is lower than the mean of section 1. So, how to write the equation for probability? Mean of section 2 is lower than the mean of section 1. So, dia akan jadi X bar of 2 less than X bar of 1. Okay, this is the we call equation for the probability. If you are referred to the previous example, no. If you are referred to this example, the equation is X bar for A minus X bar for B is more than 2. So, the value of R is equal to right. Betul tak?
Betul.
Betul So, but for this example, you state this is the equation. So, what is the value of R? Kosong. Pandai pun. Apa Saya tak tengok pun. Siapa tadi sebut? Siapa sebut tadi? So, cara nak tulis dia, X bar 2, kamu bawa dia ke bahagian kiri. Minus 1. Yang ini kekalkan. Less than 0. If I state, find the probability that the mean of section 2 is more than. If I state more than. So, what is the symbol kat sini? X2 minus X1 lebih besar. Pandai pun. So, you dah tahu. You dah tahu bagaimana nak tulis dia punya equation. Okay, step 1. Step 1, mu X bar, okay. If you are referred to the example 1, dekat sini, mu A minus mu B. Mu A refer to the sample 1 lah. Mu B is refer to the sample 2. Betul Tetapi kenapa untuk contoh kedua, mu2 minus mu1? Boleh beza tak contoh pertama dengan contoh kedua? Contoh yang tadi, mu A tolak mu B. Samalah juga dengan mu1 tolak mu1 tolak mu2 kan? But for this example, step 1 is mu2 minus mu1. Kenapa? Anyone? Ada siapa? Ada siapa yang boleh bantu? Anyone? Kenapa this one? The step 1 is mu2 minus mu1. Kenapa tak buat je mu1 minus mu2 as the previous example? Bagaimana kita nak decide? How we can decide mu2 minus mu1 or mu1 minus mu2? Ini siapa-siapa ada cadangan tak? Ada pendapat ke? Okay. If in the sentence mention section 2 first or refer to the sample 2 first rather than sample 1, so you need to mu2 minus mu1. If this sentence state find the probability that the mean of section 1 is lower than the mean of section 2, so for step 1 you need to write mu1 minus mu2. Clear tak?
Clear.
Kalau you refer pada previous example, this one kejap Previous example, dia state Allahu Akbar, astaghfirullahalazim, ya Allah. Dia state kat sini type A dahulu. The mean of type A. That's why mu A minus mu B. Mana-mana yang di-mention terlebih dahulu, itulah yang akan kita mulakan. If the sample 2 is mentioned first, so it will be mu2 minus mu1. If in the sentence is mentioned sample 1 rather than sample 2, so it will become mu1 minus mu2. Anyone yang perlu saya explain lagi sekali? Jasbir, clear?
Clear, Doktor.
Okay, good. So, mu2 minus mu1 is equal to 4. Mu2, the value is 64 and mu1 is equal to 60. Okay, settle for step 1. Okay, for step 2, you need to find the value of standard deviation. Even here is x2 minus x1, but the formula is you need to plus. Jangan terpengaruh dengan dekat sini. Still you need to plus sigma 1 power of 2 divided by n plus sigma 2 power of 2 divided by n2, and you need to square root. And the answer is 14529. Step 3, write the normal form distribution. Okay, last step, you need to find the probability for value R is 0. Kenapa 0? Sebab tadi x2 is less than x1. So, dekat sini R is equal to 0. 0 minus 4 divided by 1.42. So, the value is negative 2.75. Would you just negative 2.75 is referred to the less area. Less than is equal to this area. This area is symmetry with the right area. So you just read directly from the J-Modoc table. Okay. Shazwan, what is the probability for 2.75? Shazwan. The probability for, refer to the J-Modoc table, table 3, find the probability for the value of 2.75. Ada? Jumpa tak, Syazwan? Nurul Ashikin state 0 point. Thank you Nurul Ashikin, Nur Syazwani, thank you. Thank you Amira, kita tunggu Syazwan dulu. Syazwan jumpa tak? Thank you Afham. Nak sepi ni. Thank you Ezrin. Syazwan, jumpa ke tak Syazwan? Okay, jumpa doktor. So what is the value? Jumpa. 0.0298. Okay, kat sini dah bunda. Tak apalah. 0.00298. Okay. Okay, nak tengok contoh lain ke? Kita nak proceed to the last subtopic.
Proceed.
Proceed to next example or to the next subtopic?
Next subtopic kot.
Next subtopic. Yang lain Afham cakap nak next subtopic yang lain?
Boleh next subtopic. Next
Yes. Okay. And then we will proceed to the next subtopic, which is the last subtopic. This one is referred to the sampling distribution test. Okay. For subtopic 2.5, it's referred to how to use T distribution test and how to use F distribution test. Okay. For T distribution test, we will apply this method on chapter 3, chapter 5, and chapter 6. While for F distribution test, belajar saja-saja. Cakap macam itulah sebab kita dah remove some subtopic that relate to the F distribution test. So just for your knowledge, mana tahu nanti you nak sambung master, sambung PhD, tiba-tiba terguna F distribution test. Okay, we will start with T distribution test. Okay, before this, we have learned Z is equal to X bar minus mu divided by sigma square root of n. Betul tak macam ni? Sebelum ni kita belajar This one is we call Z test. The formula for Z test. Z test refer to the normal distribution situation. While for T distribution is if refer to the, if we have value of sample less than 30 and we do not know the value of sigma or variance. Before this, in previous example, we know the value of sample and we know the value of sigma. If we the value of sigma is unknown and the value of sample is less than 30, so we need to use T distribution. You must make sure that you fulfill this criteria, both criteria, which is n less than 30 and sigma is unknown, so you need to use T distribution. Okay, T distribution, the curve is quite similar with normal distribution. Tetapi bezanya curve bagi normal T distribution ni dia punya bukit tu sedikit rendah. Semakin rendah the value of n, bukitnya akan semakin lagi rendah. Semakin tinggi value of n, dia akan naik sehingga dia menghampiri or approximate to the normal distribution. Itu So, disebabkan number of sample is less than 30, so we cannot refer to the number of sample n. But we need to refer to the number of degree of freedom. Degree of freedom or notation is df. The formula for degree of freedom is n minus 1. If I state the number of sample is equal to 10, so the number of degree of freedom is equal to 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9. Color kuning pula. Clear tak? Jika number of sample less than 30 and the value of variance or the value of sigma standard deviation is unknown, so you need to use T distribution test. In distribution test, we have degree of freedom. The formula for degree of freedom is number of sample minus 1. And also you need to know the value of alpha. In chapter 3, I will explain detail what is alpha. For today, I will teach you how to use T distribution test to find the value of probability. Okay, and curve bagi T T distribution sama sahaja dengan normal distribution. Left and right area is symmetry. The area under this curve is equal to 1 and this curve will not touch this axis. The range is within negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay. So for T distribution table, refer to J Murdoch table, table 7. So buka semua table 7. Jumpa tak table 7? T distribution. Okay, kejap J Murdoch. This one. Table 7, percentage points of the T distribution. Jumpa? Ada siapa yang tak jumpa? T distribution? Jumpa Okay. Back to the example. Saya besarkan sikit yang ni. Find the value of T distribution if given 9 degree of freedom. So, notation bagi degree of freedom dia bentuk macam V macam ni. So, V is equal to 9. Alpha is equal to 0.05. So, go to table 7. Alpha is equal to 0.05. And what is the value of degree of freedom? 9. So the value of probability is equal to 1.833. If I state the alpha is equal to, alpha ni dia refer pada area lah. Area mana area alpha, this area. If the area is 0.05, so the probability is refer to the value variable x 1.833. If the value alpha is 0.025, and number of sample is equal to 11. What is the value under the curve? Yang lain boleh tulis kat chat. Saya nak tanya. Wei Ming. Syakila dah. Thank you. Wei Ming jumpa tak? Wei Ming. Kong Wei Ming. Kong Wei Ming?
Ya, saya dengar.
0.05 for alpha, 0.025 and number of sample is equal to 11.
2.201.
Semua jawab tu ke?
2.228.
Asyik baik. Ada seorang jawab 2.228. Siapa jawab 2.201 ni? Tengok balik soalan saya. Refer to this question. Alpha is equal to 0.025 and number of sample is equal to 11. If you are refer to this table, this one is degree of freedom. What is the value for degree of freedom?
N-1.
N-1 just be. So please refer to your J Murdoch table. For degree of freedom is equal to
10.
10. So what is the value of probability?
2.228. 2.228.
So Ain, Nur Syazwani, Haziq, jumpa tak? Tengok dah. Kan dah careless kat situ. Okay. Another example. If I said alpha is equal to 0.1, number of sample is 15. What is the value of the degree of freedom? What is the value of probability? Amira Omar, Haziq, 1.3.
Ya, doktor.
What is the value probability for alpha is equal to 0.1 and is equal to 15?
1.34 1.341.
Mana pula orang macam 3.345, 3. Tak tahu. Buat table mana ni?
15 ke 14?
Ha? 15 and 15.
Table 7 kan?
Ha, table 7.
Oh, okay.
Jessica, thank you.
Okay, 1.345.
Please tolong berhati-hati, careful. N, saya sebut N, bukan saya sebut degree of freedom. Tolong dalam test dan final nanti careful. Untuk T distribution, tabelnya tak refer pada number of sample. Table is refer to the value of degree of freedom. The formula of degree of freedom is N minus 1. Clear tak?
Clear doktor,
Lah.
clear.
Dalam final atau test nanti tak mustahil. Memang akan jumpa lah daripada 10 orang, 9 orang yang salah. Seorang je yang betul lah. Okay. So, kita test sikit. Find the value of T distribution if given 20 degree of freedom with alpha equal to 0.001. Faris Syahirat. Dia tiba je dia left the meeting. Aku panggil nama terus hilang dah. Ayah, Darwis. Jangan left pula Darwis.
Ya, doktor.
Okay, the value of find the value of T distribution if given 20 degrees of freedom and the alpha is equal to 0.001.
20 degrees.
Semut pula dah. Semut dekat aku punya skrin ni.
3.579.
Kenapa tak sama dekat chat ni?
0.0.
Tengok soalan ni. Daniel pula. Apa nama? Darwis. Tengok soalan ni Darwis.
Oh, 20 degrees. Bukan sampel lah. Bukan.
Kan tu. Soalan dia tadi saya Berapa?
3.552. 3.552.
3.552. Kenapa ada yang jawab 3.539 ni?
Dia bagi tolak satu kot.
Jangan tolak satu. Kat sini dah bagi tahu degree of freedom.
Saya tak tolak doktor.
Jangan. Jika diberi degree of freedom, if the statement give you degree of freedom, so you don't need to minus 1. Don't have to minus with 1. Just refer to the table directly. Jika diberi number of sample sahaja, you have to minus 1. Clear tak ni? Dia baru tengok table ni, belum lagi nak masuk soalan lagi susah ni. Baru nak bagi tengok table.
Clear, doktor, clear.
Clear Okay. Okay, by using the statistical table, find the value of this one, 0.0025 ni. Find the value of the T distribution for A. Khairul Afif.
Ya, doktor.
Okay, the value this T distribution for A. Yang lain boleh tulis kat chat. 2.15, 2.15445. Okay. Afif jumpa tak? Khairul Afif?
2.145.
Yes, good. So yang A okay, yang B okay. So saya rasa T table tak ada masalah And then we proceed to the F distribution. F distribution, if we want to find the proportion of variance for two sample. That means for first sample, you have the value of variance, and second sample, you have the value of variance. And then you need to find the proportion. Proportion means sigma 2 or divide by sigma 1. Jika kamu nak cari proportion for variance, you need to use F distribution. F distribution table is referred to the table 9. Okay. For F distribution, we have degree of freedom 1 is referred to the sample 1 and degree of freedom 2 is referred to the sample 2. For curve F distribution, we call skew to the left. Skew to the left ni bermaksud kalau kita draw, dia punya bukit tu memberat ke arah kiri. Kita namakan sebagai skew to the left. Kalau bukitnya memberat ke arah kanan, we call skew to the right. Skew to the right. Skew. Dia macam bergerak, beralih. Dia tak normal distribution. Cannot symmetry and all the value is positive. Macam tu So, alpha dia, let's say for this bracket. For the value 254.3, this alpha is referred to the 0.05. For this one, the alpha is 0.025. This one is 0.01 and this one is 0.001. Alpha. Kalau T distribution tadi dah bagi tahu siap-siap nilai alpha dekat first column. Okay, same with this bracket. 8.93 alpha is 0.05. 30.9 alpha is 0.025. 26.1 0.01. 0.001. Sama semua dengan bracket ni pun sama. 6.61 0.05. 10.01 0.025. 16 0.0001. 0.001. Clear Okay, tengok contoh. Pula. N1 is equal to 25 and N2 is equal to 13. And then we need to find the proportion for variance 1 divided by variance 2, which is less than 6.25. 6.25. Kalau less than bermaksud kita if draw the skew to the left, this one is 6.25. Less than refer to the left area. J-Murdoch table only read this area. The total for this area is equal to 1. So you just find the value for 6.25. Degree of freedom for sample 1 is equal to 25 minus 24. Degree of freedom for sample 2 is equal to 13 minus 1, which is 12. Okay, and then the proportion is equal to 6.25. Refer to J-Murdoch table. Saya padam yang ni dulu. What is the value of degree of freedom for sample 1? Berapa? Value dia? Value of degree of freedom.
24.
Okay. 24. What is the degree of freedom for sample 2?
12.
So saya kecilkan sikit. Sekejap saya kecilkan sikit 12. So you just draw line. Yang intersection ni adalah merujuk pada kat sini. Yang saya bracket ni awak nampak tak? Nanti saya zoom. Nampak tak? 24 and 12. Yang tu clear tak?
Clear, clear.
Okay, so saya zoom this one. Okay. 6.25. What is the value of alpha? Yes, good. 0.001. If I say degree of freedom for sample 1 is equal to 12, degree of freedom for sample 2 is equal to 24 and 12, and proportion is 2.51. What is the value of alpha?
.05.
0.05. Sebab alpha ni tetap 0.05. Siapa yang tak faham tak? Siapa yang tak faham? Anyone? Okay, this one. Kita try yang ni. Number of sample for sample 1 is 9. Number of sample for sample 2 is 11. And proportion is 506. Find the value of alpha. Saya panggil seorang, yang lain tulis kat chat Muhammad Zahin.
Ya, Doktor.
Find the value of alpha for number of sample. Sample 1 is 9, sample 2 is 1, and the proportion is 5.06.
Wait, Doktor. I tengok kat table.
Yang lain? Muhammad Haziq je 0.01, 0.01.
Table 8 kan, Doktor tadi?
9.
9, sorry.
.01.
Lama. Table 9. Lama.
Table 9 kan? Ke table berapa? Table berapa? Table 11?
9.
9, Doktor.
Table 9.
Nombor sampel berapa tadi, Doktor? Saya tengok lagi ni. 9 lah.
9 dengan 11.
9 dengan 11.
Oh, kerja part time ke apa?
Tak ada, Doktor. 8.
Oh, surprise ada student kerja part time tau waktu kelas saya. Jadi Pak Gad. Tak jumpa lagi. Ya ni awak kerja part time ni.
Tak ada, Doktor. Saya belum kat kamera. Doktor tengok blank yang kita tanya tadi. Salah jadual.
0. Semua 9.
Bias je. Lama.
9, 8 dengan 10. 4.06. Thank you yang jawab jawab tu kira betul Zahin je, tak jumpa-jumpa lagi ni. Thank you Fazlin, Nur Nabila, Prita, good.
0.01, Doktor.
Okay, the answer is 0.01. Okay, so secara rasminya we have settled for chapter 2. Before we end our class, any question? Yeah. Oh, okay. Siapa ni? Ain. Okay. For yang ni ke? This one? Okay. This one is referred to degree of freedom for sample 1. V1 is referred to degree of freedom for sample 1 and V2 is referred to the degree of freedom for sample 2. Okay, for the value in this bracket, saya zoomkan for this bracket, let's say with the first row, 4.36, the alpha is equal to 0.01. The value of alpha tidak ditulis secara sahih in this table. So you need to know for the first row 4.31, 0.01, and the second row 6.02, the value is 0.01, 0.05. This value is 0.025. This value is 0.01 and the last row is 0.001. Sama juga dengan bracket ni. Dengan bracket ni, mana-mana bracket dia mesti ada 4 ni. Atas sekali 0.05, 0.025, 0.01 and 0.001. Okay, if you refer to this example, for sample size and sample 1 is equal to 9 and sample 2 is equal to 11. So the first step is you need to find the value of degree of freedom for sample 1. Formula is n minus 1. If the number of sample is 9, so 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. For sample 2, n minus 1, which is 11 minus 1, the degree of freedom is 10. So this one is referred to the degree of freedom 1 and this one is referred to degree of freedom 2. And the value of proportion is equal to 5.06. Go to JMUDOC table, table 9. First step, you find the value of degree of freedom 1. What is the value for degree of freedom 1? 9. 8. What is the value for degree of freedom 2? 10. So, 10. This bracket. Jumpa tak yang ni? Please careful. For T distribution, for F distribution, and jika jumpa satu lagi method, kita namakan, we call chi-square. Semuanya menggunakan degree of freedom. Hanya Z test ataupun normal distribution only refer to the number of sample. Other than that, we are using degree of freedom. The formula for degree of freedom is equal to n minus 1. Number of sample is minus 1. Okay, any question before we end our class? Ada soalan? Ya.
Untuk T dengan F distribution ni memang ada masuk dalam test ke?
T masuk, F tak.
Oh, okay.
T masuk, F tak. Okay, for attendance today, sekejap siapa yang masuk kelas petang ni je saya bagi attendance. Siapa yang share dekat WhatsApp group, siap. Jangan share dekat WhatsApp group Siapa yang share dekat kawan yang tak datang, siap. Yang ini cuma ada 39. Tolak saya 2, 37. Lebih daripada tu, saya kira semua tak hadir hari ni. Jangan share pada kawan yang tak hadir. Okay. This Thursday, I'm sorry, saya terpaksa cancel kelas. I have appointment at hospital KPJ. So you need to submit a simple assignment based on chapter 2. Simple, just simple assignment for your attendance, untuk bukti punya attendance, okay? The due date is sehari sebelum puasa. So kita jumpa balik hari Khamis next week lah, sebab Selasa kita cuti sebab first Ramadan. Hari Khamis ni tak ada kelas, kita settle chapter 2. We proceed with chapter 3 on next Thursday next week. Okay, tak ada apa-apa, you make sure isi attendance form. Make sure pilih betul-betul. If you are in section 7, choose section 7. If you are in section 8, choose section 8. And then setelah kelas kita untuk hari ni. Assalamualaikum and good evening.
Terima kasih doktor.
Okay.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih doktor.
Ya.
doktor.
Jangan bagi jangan bagi link saya pada kawan-kawan. Sama ada kawan kamu tu kerja part time ke apa ke, jangan bagi.
Thank you doktor.